in all of Region 4. Katie Easter takes a closer look at how area hospitals are doing amid this fourth surge.
Officials with Our Lady of Lourdes and Oxnard Lafayette General say their ICUs are at max capacity.
We're seeing enhanced severity of this illness in these individuals, many of whom are otherwise completely healthy.
Interim Chief Medical Officer Dr. Henry Kaufman said during a press conference they are using regular beds outside of the ICU. At Oxnard Lafayette General, Dr. Amanda Logue says they have not yet needed to use regular beds, but can and will do so.
About 4 weeks ago, we had 10 people in our whole health system with COVID, and today we have 97.
Both hospitals say they are seeing an increase in people under 60 with severe COVID symptoms.
It's a complete inversion, in fact, from our last big wave of the pandemic, whereas before, well over 50% of the individuals in the hospital and certainly in the ICU were over age 65 in the ICU with multiple comorbidities. And many of the people in the hospital were over age 55. Now it's less than perhaps 15%.
These are fairly healthy young individuals that are coming in a lot faster and a lot more often than what we've seen ever before. And I think that speaks to, what the Delta variant is doing to the community.
Health officials are continuing to push for the community to get their vaccine. Kaufman says out of 70 COVID patients, only 2 are vaccinated.
An individual with a severe immunocompromised state, that the vaccine probably wasn't as effective in that individual. Outside of those 2 individuals, nobody currently suffering in our hospital has been vaccinated.
Both hospitals are asking anyone who needs medical attention to not hesitate to come in because of the latest surge. In Lafayette, Katie Easter, KTC TV3.
And doctors are urging expectant mothers to get the vaccine. One doctor at Oxnard says she received the vaccine while pregnant, and just 2 weeks later, she gave birth to a healthy baby girl. Studies show no side effects have formed during pregnancies because of the vaccine.
We have great data that shows that the COVID vaccine does not increase women's risk of infertility. It does not increase women's risk of miscarriage, of birth defects, or of any bad pregnancy outcomes.
And Oxnard is planning to host a series of briefings in an effort to fight misinformation.
Miles Bright Cancer Services won't be having their traditional games of Acadiana again this year. They're instead going virtual again with tons of events and challenges, and it's all for free. From playing air guitar to making a 2-story house of cards to visiting destinations across the area, the organization says the games will be even more exciting than last year, and there are tons of prizes ready for you to claim.
There are prizes. So there are over 50 prizes for the whole family, everything from tech prizes like AirPods and tablets, lots of gift cards to local businesses and restaurants in the community. And the best part is that we once again have a grand prize of $10,000 cash.
And it's easy to get involved in games across Acadiana. Starting tomorrow and for the next 2 weeks, you can play. Download the Goose Chase app and search 2021 Games Across Acadiana. Sign up and then get to the challenges. The more points you earn, the more chances you have to win. Well, as the state fire marshal continues to investigate, we've learned more about the firefighters injured in yesterday's explosion in New Iberia. The department posted this picture on their Facebook page this evening, and according to the department, 2 of the first responders are still in the hospital after undergoing surgery. No specifics given about their condition. The other firefighter has been released from the hospital after being treated for burns on his hands. Now, the state fire marshal says it all started on the backside of a building. We do know the explosion happened as firefighters were working to put out a smaller fire there. The exact cause and source of the fire under investigation. However, investigators say an excess of natural gas is a high possibility of what caused the fire and explosion.
Checking state headlines now, Minden police are looking for a suspect who fired more than 25 bullets into a house, killing a 3-year-old boy. Investigators are working to verify a report that the shooting was related to a homicide earlier the same night in a nearby parish.
One person is dead in Grant Parish after a crash on Highway 71. Troopers say a Jeep Grand Cherokee was traveling south. The driver crossed the center line and collided head-on with a garbage truck. The driver has not yet been identified. 2
Democratic lawmakers are being removed from their leadership positions after blocking GOP efforts in the failed veto session. Chad Brown from Plaquemine and Vincent Pierre from Lafayette were removed from their chairmanships. They are expected to be replaced with Republicans next week. That will put Republicans in charge of 13 committees, while Democrats will have 3.
The school supply Drive that's taken up more than just one notch. We will preview Dustin Poirier's backpack giveaway tonight.
And stay with us, everybody. We have more news coming up after the break. When you're a sports celebrity and you're coming off one of your biggest events, it's understandable